Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, gonna find out.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope I didn't scare you too bad. This Psycho Santa look is actually a lot easier than you would think, so let me break it down for you. First, start off with some contacts and pop those in, and then buy yourself a Santa Claus hat and cut off that white trim there on the bottom. We are going to be using that later on, so don't throw it away, okay? What you're going to do next is toss this trim aside and get yourself a latex bald cap. Then you're going to cut this bald cap into a few small pieces, just random pieces, and we're going to sew it into the Santa Claus hat with this hemp string that I bought from a craft store. Once it is all sewn into your hat, let's start with the actual makeup. So block out your eyebrows here with Elmer's glue stick and let it dry. And then start putting adhesive on your forehead to attach the Santa Claus hat. Since it is latex, I'm going to be just using a Pros-Aid and also putting Vaseline in my hair so nothing gets ripped out.
Ouch!
Go ahead and throw on that Santa Claus hat and start putting liquid latex underneath and on top to just seal everything closed. Alright, once everything is dry, go ahead and block out your brows with some concealer and then put some spirit gum on the edge of your latex bald cap. This is because we're going to be putting some nose and scar wax from Ben Nye to create an easy transition to make it look like it's your actual skin. Once you've put on all of that skin, let's cover it all up with foundation to make it the same color. This is Hotmakeup's foundation stick in NP30, and I am just going to be blending that in with a sponge. Now this is a fun part. Here on your lips, you're going to have to pull them as tightly as possible and then cover that entire area with liquid latex, but just be sure you don't eat it. Then you're going to blow it all with a blow dryer. Make sure it dries evenly before you loosen your muscles in your mouth. And then do that a couple times to create this wrinkled mouth look. Alright, now with NYX's Milk Jumbo Pencil, I'm writing in Ho Ho Ho, which is going to be our new mouth scars. Kind of creepy. To make the scars, we're going to be using 3rd degree adhesive. Mix both A and B parts and begin to sculpt them on the outline that we have. Once everything is sculpted, go ahead and create an indentation in between these marks to make it look like there's actually a scar and not just a bump on your face. And once those are all dry, we're going to do the same thing. Cover it with concealer, and then we're going to add some dimension by putting some shadows in these scars. For the shadows, I'm going to be using Morphe's palette, of course, just in this dark brown underneath and on the edges to just make it really pop off your face.
He's making a list, he's checking it twice, he's gonna find out who's naughty or nice.
And since they are scars, we're going to put in some red in those middle indentions that we created. So with Makeup Forever's Flash palette, I'm going in with some red and a darker red to just really put in that bloody look in our scars. Yeah.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Now it's time to seal our mouth shut. I've created 3 X's with the same hemp string that we have on our hat, and I'm attaching them to my mouth with some Pros-Aid on each of the 4 corners. And then just let them dry. For the eyeshadow, I'm using a red on the green contact side and a green on the red contact side. I had to really think about that. I'm using a darker red underneath the eye and a brighter red on the actual eyelid. Same with the other side. I'm using a darker green for the contouring and underneath the eye, and then a brighter green on top of my eye, and even coloring in my waterline with a lime green. Alright, now time to add some blood. This is just some thick scab blood that I'm putting in these scars and on the top of our head just a bit. We're going to be putting a lot more blood, so don't you worry.
Wow!
But before we add all that blood, we gotta put in the nastiest part, all of these safety pins. Now obviously be cautious when putting in these safety pins, but since this is a latex bald cap, it should slide right in quite easily. You can throw in safety pins of all shapes and sizes, you can bend them, you can keep them open, you can close them, you can put them anywhere really, which is exactly what I'm doing. I'm putting a lot, and then I'm gonna add some blood, and then I'm gonna add even more.
He knows when you're away. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake.
For the blood effect, I wanted it to drip down my forehead, so I'm using a Q-tip and putting them on the top of my forehead and just letting it slide all the way down.
Better watch out.
It should end up looking something like this.
I'm telling you why, Santa.
For the last step is our costume, so grab that white felt that we cut off our Santa Claus hat and start spreading the blood. I'm putting it on my neck, making it drip down, just adding a creepier effect. And you are done! You are now a psycho Santa Claus, or a creepy elf on the shelf, whichever you would like. I hope you guys have a Merry, Merry Christmas, and I will see you in the new year. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos. And, yeah, I'll see you in 2017. Bye!
Toot